So, this is the Southwell Workhouse, and it was built in 1824, and this site was still looking after people right up until the 1980s. So for 160 years there was people being cared for on this site, not as a workhouse, but cared for on this site. The workhouse is where you came when you were destitute, and you got absolutely nothing. And you actually applied to come to the workhouse. You weren't sent to the workhouse, and neither could you just turn up. You actually applied to come here. And you could leave whenever you wanted. If you could demonstrate to the master that you've got the wherewithal to survive out there, you could leave. This workhouse, because it's a rural workhouse, will be really busy in the winter, and it'll be a very empty workhouse in the summer. Because after, you can imagine the work out there, but come harvest and ploughing, there's nothing out there, and people would come. When you join the workhouse, you were categorised. You'd be categorised as either being a man or a woman, adult, child, boy or girl. And as an adult, you'd be further categorised as either being able-bodied or old and infirmed. If you were able-bodied in the workhouse, your life was hell, because you had to work. From the moment you got up to the moment you went to bed, unless you were eating or saying your prayers, you were expected to work. Work, and work. So life was not pleasant. So basically that's your introduction into the workhouse.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. What we have, as we go around the workhouse, is you'll see there's a series of what are called digital labels. If you place the label read on top of the label, it will tell you some information. It's not audio, it's purely visual. It will give you some information about where you are in the workhouse. So by all means, please take one of those for your visit.
Thank you.
Just one between the two.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you very much indeed.
Okay. Quick orientation.
Yeah.
We're here. When you leave the levers here, go through to the exhibition area. Finally, you leave the exhibition area through the door. When you go through the door, go to your left, have a look in the laundry, and then enter the men's room, because this is where all the men lived and spent all of their time. You can see the bakery and the dead room, and then enter the house here. Once you get into the house, it's a one-way system marked with green arrows. If you follow the arrows, it will take you all the way through the house, upstairs, downstairs, cellars, attics, outside, and you'll eventually leave the house here. And then, because you've already been to the infirmary, have you been around the infirmary?
Yes, we have.
Yeah. Just pop, when you leave here, that's in the bottom corner, just pop your reader back in the basket there for me, thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
And may I ask your name, please?
It's Richard Ford. Can I just ask why you're doing the video?
I've got a YouTube channel.
Right.
Non-profit making.
Yeah.
And I make videos and I put them up onto my YouTube channel.
Lovely. Okay, I'm not sure the National Trust will think about that, but we'll have to wait and see. But from a personal point of view, I've got, I haven't got any issues with it.
Encourage people to come.
Yeah.
No, that's great. So I hope you have an interesting visit.
Thank you very much indeed.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, you know what can do for you?
I'm just going upstairs to shadow everyone upstairs. Can I take that?
Becher's anti-pauper system. Oh, bakehouse. So we've now come into the original bakehouse. although this isn't exactly the same as the one my mum had, the old-fashioned mangle. And my brother and I used to try and catch each other's fingers in there to see if we can pinch our fingers. And the old wooden clothes tongs, look at that, isn't that amazing? So what have we got here? Along this way. Oh, that's part of the bakehouse as well. Oh gosh, the dead room. Ooh. Goodness me. So this is the trolley they used to wheel the dead about on. Ooh. That's a bit creepy. There is one of their things there to get the information, but I don't think I want to stay in here.
For itself,
Yeah, it does, absolutely. Goodness me. Ooh. So this is the entrance now to the main house. Conservation and care. Paint. Not really what I wanted to see, but .40 coats of paint, good grief. Let's just carry on, shall we? And then you've got your Southwell Union Workhouse, rules and regulations. Gosh. And this here. The meals shall be taken by all paupers in the dining hall or day room. And during the time of the meals, order and decorum shall be maintained. Oakum picking. Goodness me. I bet it did. It's just menial task, isn't it? That's to the men's yard. Pardon?
It's not weird,
Yeah, absolutely. Dear, oh dear. Yeah. Southwell Union Dietary. Breakfast. Bread and milk room. Dinner, cooked meat, potatoes, broth. Bread, suet pudding. Supper, bread and oat gruel.
£6 for a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you only got cooked meat every other day.
Yeah. Unbelievable, isn't it? Dear, oh dear. To maintain a pauper in the workhouse, 3 shillings and 6pence. To maintain a pauper in an asylum, 9 shillings and 6pence. Out relief, 2 shillings or less. Average labourer's wage locally, 8 shillings. God. And that was just the clerk's office where we've just been in. And this was the master's office. This would have been his desk where he or she sat, probably he. Oh gosh, we've just been pointed out with the proper route is to go down into the cellar. Blimey. No, this is quite eerie actually. I honestly don't know what this is going to come out like on a video, because we're down in, although it's lit, it's a little bit strange, I have to say. This looks almost like a storeroom. I'm guessing coal hole. So this is obviously where they used to hang the meat to cure or something, I suppose. Weird, isn't it? Oh my gosh, look at the door. It's almost like a cell. What's the matter? You alright? What happened?
I don't know whether it's a film or
A film?
something just...
Where were you stood here? What did you feel or see?
like a rat running across the floor. And I'd put it to bed.
It was.
I thought I was going mad.
It's obviously. No, you're not going mad. thought we were going to be able to tell them. We just had a strange experience of a ghost happening. Oh dear. And so we're now in the scullery. And believe it or not, this is an old copper. And I used to have one of these where my parents used to do all their dishes and clothes and everything in an old copper. Bigger than that one. All right now? This lovely tapestry. Quilt, sorry. It's beautiful. The women's quilt. Look at this beautiful quilt here. Just stunning. Hello. Incredible, isn't it? The weird thing is, so many things I'm seeing around here, things that I've seen that my mum used to use, like these old things, the old scales, and the old coppers. Sue thought she had a, in the cellars, she suddenly jumped. And I said, are you alright? And I thought she'd seen a ghost. And then she realised it was the rats on the film. She jumped.
Quite effective.
Sorry?
They're quite effective.
Yes, it's very, very effective. Yeah. Is that the way up? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
So it's just breakfast and supper. Having the dinner right now.
Yeah. We're back. It's a little bit of an eye-opener. I hope you don't mind, this is going. to actually see what these places were like.
Myself, I didn't realise that there was so much health and social care available. Okay, it's not kind of what we're used to, but it was there.
That's right, yeah.
I kind of knew that there was a parish relief officer for the poor in each parish, but I don't think I've taken in quite what they did,
Yeah.
how they did it, and how it was decided where you went if you needed the workhouse. I didn't realise that you didn't have to stay very long. I didn't realise you could leave with your own accord. And it's nice to know that people, they got out and they stayed out, some of them.
Yeah, yeah.
For those who were infirm and had nowhere else because none of the family could afford to put them up, it's nice to know that there was some kind of lifestyle, somewhere to go, and that they were kept fairly warm, sheltered and provided for.
Yeah.
But I think the surprising thing for me was how recent they were still going until was it late 1980s?
The last female resident of the infirmary was used as a kind of old people's home. I think the men left in the 60s. They went to a care home that had been purposely built, but the last woman didn't go to them around 1987.
Gosh.
And then Meals on Wheels took over this part. The kitchen isn't as it would have been.
No,
It
quite.
was obviously Meals on Wheels were using it, so it had to be certain
Yeah.
standards and stuff. But yeah, this place didn't technically stop being used by the council until I think 97.
Cool. Blimey.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of weird to think that when I was born, this was still quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, when you guys were born, it was used for the council were using it for sheltered accommodation, temporary for women and children, waiting until they could get them a permanent home. And it just seems bizarre to realise even in the 60s and 70s people were still living in it.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. Yeah.
Slightly more luxuries than the
Yeah.
previous occupants. but
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I think for me the hardest thing is, as a single female, realising that if I'd come here as a married female, I couldn't leave unless my husband wanted to. If he didn't want to leave the workhouse, I had to stay here.
Even if you didn't want to.
I had to stay
You had
here
to stay.
until my husband wanted to go.
Yeah.
Or maybe was dismissed for whatever.
Yeah. It says on that headboard, there are beds in which 3 or 4 children slept together, a situation unknown in any other union. That's on an inspector's report. This is sort of temperatures that they were expecting to put up with. Gosh. It is so cold in here. I'm lucky I've got a quilted jacket on. But my word, it is so cold. I don't know if fires are in here. Whether they were ever used or not, I don't know. This would have been the laundry room. The old and infirm woman's dormitory. Goodness me. Yeah. 18 to 20 people in this one room.
There could be 18 to 20 sleeping here.
Yeah. Goodness
Actual
me.
measurements were 6 foot by 1.
Yeah. It's unbelievable, isn't it? 20 people in this room. Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, come in. I'm not following you on this. I had to move rooms.
Right, I'll just let this down. I may return. Well, you're more than welcome, but I am something you can decide it's too cold.
That is, yeah. There's a few things up there I can remember from a kid. Dear oh dear. Goodness me. Yeah, we've got to get back to the car park, haven't we? You see how the steps have been worn? From the workhouse to the great house. Well, Sue and I have been around the workhouse and the infirmary, and as you can see, the infirmary is behind us as we walk down the PAUPERS footpath. There's much a bit of an eye-opener, that place. One lady said to us, but it was nice to know that there was a place for people to get care and a warm bed and a roof over their head, so to speak. But I'm not so sure if it was that nice, really. Husbands and wives being separated, mothers and children being segregated, and not very nice at all, to be honest. So it's the first time Sue and I have been round anything like that. I have to say, not the sort of place I want to really go round again, because I found it a little bit oppressive. Is that the right word? So anyway, this will be Kevin and Sue saying bye-bye and thank you, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name's Andrew Norris and I'm standing in a wood in Croatia. If, like me, you've just enjoyed watching Kevin's latest video, do give him a thumbs up, and if you haven't, consider subscribing. In that way you'll be kept informed of every new video that Kevin uploads. Thank you.